What's going on?
Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tune in.
This is your Friday Night Lights podcast, photo and entertainment, and Middle Georgia sales and services.
Coke, don't worry about Pepsi. I had to go see a man about a music.
Look at here, look at here.
A-Town down.
And you better not lose.
Tune in.
Not so fast, my friend.
Better say it with your chest.
Come on now, shout it.
And you better not lose.
Hey, you better watch your mouth now.
I am a label.
Better shut your mouth.
Yes, I am. I don't mean to interrupt.
Better say it with your chest.
Let's get it.
And you better not lose.
What's going on, people?
What's going on?
Hello, hello.
How you doing? How was your weekend?
Mine was good. How about y'all's?
Uneventful, just like I like them.
Uneventful, like I do not like it.
Well, I experienced a little bit of tragedy, but I'm okay, and now I got rest.
Well, I'm glad you got
Praying
rest.
for you and your fam, man. Definitely praying.
Thank you.
Praying for you.
Podcast listeners, come on in. How you doing, Mr. Fletcher? What up, Toombs County Bulldogs? According to Doherty, we're the dirty dogs. Y'all dealing dirty.
Miss Fletcher, man, how your son doing, man?
Yeah.
Prayers still going up for your son.
What's going on,
Most
Mr.
definitely.
Robert? How are you?
Mr. Robert.
So, what we got on the agenda today?
Man, it was some interesting football this week. I mean, we
It
know
was.
week one was kind of like, yay, football back. But week two, man, it was some
Football.
gridiron. It was some gridiron, bro.
Football is back. That's how it was for week 2.
Yes, sir.
'Cause that's how it was for week 2.
Yes, sir. What's good, Dro?
Hey, Drew.
What's going on, yo?
Chilling.
Hey,
chilling,
Obadiah.
chilling.
Girl,
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Obadiah? Mr. Fletcher says his son is still in pain. He's out this week for sure. They're waiting on the results, and thanks for the continued prayers.
Yeah, man. Let that man rest, man. Let that baby rest. He's a valuable point to y'all team this year to make that championship run. So it's still early, man. Let him get rest. Make sure he get the proper medical attention he needs, so he can come back and push y'all on over that limit and voice that trophy at the end of the year.
Exactly. What's going on, Mr. Pace? Y'all had a big win this weekend too. Hey, Mr. Jones. He says Dara, the high school fan, said Toombs was playing that WWE football.
They won suplexing y'all out there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That ain't coming out of Albany, Georgia.
all
I'm
Benny.
about to say that don't sound like Darter fans saying
I know, right?
That don't even sound right. It don't
On
sound right.
sign, because that coming out of Albany.
Yeah.
So today, welcome to the Friday Night Lights podcast show. Let me introduce everyone. Of course, we have in the top left, we got Mike. I'm sorry,
Yes.
excuse me, Thirsty B.S. Rollins Esquire. Tell the people.
What's happening?
On the top far right, we have the feisty Bulldog, Shakira Brown.
hello.
On the bottom low left, we got the man. We got Dro, the man.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? What's going on? What's happening?
In the middle, we've got Yo soy.
If I
I
tell you a duck can pull a truck, you better hook him up.
am.
And shut the clock up.
We got in the top, the man that makes it happen, EP in the top middle. Tell him hello.
What's going on, people?
And I'm your girl, Jess. And we certainly welcome you to the Monday edition of the Friday Night Lights podcast show. So on Mondays, we do our recap, we do a little talk, and we go over our new top 10 for the week. Let me get back to saying hello to everybody. How you doing, Mr. Ward? He says, Greene County Tigers checking in from Washington State. I'm going to have to make a cross-country trip to exit 130 to check out our Borough boys. All right, I see you.
That's definitely a cross country trip there.
It's definitely. I mean, are you going? I hope you mean you're going to fly across the country. What's going on, J-Bo? How you doing? Carver Columbus is in the house. What's going on, Barry? Pierce County we got here. What's going on, Pat? Perry in the building.
Fellas, what's going on, fellas?
He said, why no excitement introducing yourself? That was blah. Oh, I thought I did a great job. Want to do it over? What's going on, Mr. Tate? How you doing? Coffee is in the house. And hey, Mr. McDaniel, Coffee County. Big Blue Northside, Mark Allen. How you doing? Mr. Allen, let us know what happened on Friday with Baldwin and Northside. Let us know what
Oh no, I don't want to know what happened in that game. I'm sorry. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happened. 19 was it 19 to 12?
13 to 12.
13 to 10 or something, wasn't
No,
it?
it was
I gave him 6 points.
No, they only won by point, 13 to 12.
No, that's what I'm saying. I gave them 6. Saying they had 19.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, Jess. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. He said you had everyone, but at the end, I'm your girl, Jess. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Hey, nephew, Thompson checking in from Augusta, Marquise Myers. Hey, Mr. Reiner.
Cool.
Toombs County in the house. Bulldogs. Who y'all got on tap this week? He said, oh, he's definitely going to fly. Them 41 hours of driving are rough. I couldn't even imagine. I drove from Texas one time, and I said, I'll never do that. I can imagine driving from the Pacific Northwest. Oh, my goodness.
Fool, y'all just, come on. You just get you some, what they call that stuff, 5-hour energy. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll be a passenger princess then.
Jess, did you not hear me, or was I muffled
I
or something?
couldn't hear you, sir. I couldn't hear you.
I was just trying to let Mr. Fletcher know the reason why you wasn't hyped about introducing yourself, because today is Monday, and they get the professional. Say the rest of that. Which Jess they get today?
Very demure.
Classy,
that's it.
The classy, very demure, very mindful.
Come back Friday and then you'll see a hype about Mrs. Jess.
Listen, she took off last Friday and didn't stop cussing till last night.
Please read Patrick Watkins' comment. I got something to say about that.
Okay, when I get down there, I'll read it. Okay, Larry Jones says Coffee has a certified defense, and I gotta give it to him. Exciting game. Bill Johnson, welcome, Mr. Johnson. Toombs County checking in. Dwayne Little says hello, everyone but the Bulldogs fans.
Go to hell.
There it is. Oh, okay. So y'all play. Toombs County plays South Effingham. Mr. Allen says Northside is okay. They working over there. Hey, Elmo.
I believe it, but still, how you struggle with Baldwin. I got a lot of questions about
that. What's going on, Mr. Lakes? Burke County is in the house. Patrick Watkins says, Hoko, you are on the clock.
Nah, I beg to differ. Perry on the clock. That's who on the clock. You know what I'm saying? I think he underestimated Hoko.
What's going on? Let's see. Mr. Jones. Okay, your time is kind of central. Florida High is on the clock. How you doing, Mr. Wilson? Welcome. Black Diamond Smith, Burke County is gonna eat Friday night. Y'all play Benedictine, right? Let me know.
Where the game at in Benedictine or at Burke County?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like it just mattered that they played at Buford.
No, gotcha. Dwayne said, how about them FSU Seminoles? How about them?
That's a one-way ticket, Mr. Little.
Dwayne, we don't agree about a lot of stuff, but I'm with you on that, man. It made me happy to see Georgia Tech knock out Florida State, so I'm with you on that, man.
Marquis says the game is in Benedictine.
Well, Burke County might be in a little trouble then.
James Hampton says, Ware fought hard, but we couldn't get anything going in the red zone. But it was.
Do y'all believe in coffee now? Do people believe in Coffee County now?
They better. They better.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got jumped on a little bit last week when we were talking about the Ware County Coffee game. Do y'all remember that?
You ain't the only one that got jumped on.
I, for one, did not think Coffee would win that game. So big up to the Coffee County Trojans because I thought Ware would have their way with them. And Coffee has proven us wrong. Me, at least.
Yeah, it's like I said, I don't know. And again, I don't know how that region is going to play out. But if you look at the brackets, whoever is the third seed coming out of Region 2 will have the easiest path to a state championship. If you're 1 of 4, you're gonna run into Milton. If you're 2 or 3, you're gonna run into Langston Hughes. Number 2 runs into Langston Hughes in the quarterfinals, and number 3 would run into them in the semifinals. So the path is easier, but none of the paths are easy because 5A is just that tough. I mean, it is extremely tough.
Because it's top end, really to me, with Hoko playing as well as they are, Coffee playing as well as they are, Thomas County and Lee County all playing well. Then you add Gerard's your Rome, who hadn't played a game due to the unfortunate incident with the kids on the bus. Right. You talk about Langston Hughes, you know what I mean? You talk about Creekside and 4A now. But you just look at that 5A and it really don't matter. I said it at the beginning of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if Milton stumbled. Great team. On paper, the top team in the state. But if Milton stumble and you can actually have that region playing each other for a championship this year in 5A.
It's going to be tough. Dwayne says Benedictine has a good, excuse me, guys. Benedictine has a good team. They're just playing a rough schedule. They surely are.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I just had a hiccup. That's it. Mr. Tate said Coffee's defense is unreal good. Barry said Coffee didn't win the game. The ref won the game for Coffee. Yo, you see what Chris said? He said, you got to give my guy a big old bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce on that Ware versus Coffee game.
Make sure you get it to me, Chris, because I eat that crow. I get the barbecue sauce on that crow and eat it real good. Because y'all did say what y'all was gonna do. I didn't believe it. Big ups to the Coffee County Trojans.
And he said, "You still my guy, though. Much love."
Eating crow the second week of the season. My.
Paul says Burke might not score on that Benedictine defense.
That's what's up. I got a mouthful of crow right now. I won't speak too much.
Adam says, I don't even deserve to speak other than we will talk next year. He's a Tiff County Blue
Tiff
Devil.
County, man. And then you see now that right there, add that Tiff County crow onto it, man. I've been talking Tiff County up all year before the games even started playing, spring and all. And y'all go out and lay an egg like that, man. Come on, Adam.
Come on, man.
Not a turtle.
Yes, a snapping thurler.
Snapping thurler.
Mr. McDaniel says the refs were bad on both sides. I guess the refs had something to do with we're only putting up 102 total yards of offense. Wow.
Oh, that's tough.
Mr. Hampton says their red zone offense lost it. Their defense was fast and physical, but that flag on the punt killed them. So you're Ware County, Mr. Hampton? And so let me ask you this. I know that you all lost to Coffee. What do you see? How do you see the rest of your season going after this, especially when you get into that difficult region that you're in with Benedictine and Warner Robins and Perry and the other two, New Hampstead and Wayne
County.
What do you see yourself finishing? How you doing, Paris? What's going on, Mr. Hurst? TCC in the house. Yes, I'm good, Marquise. Thank you for checking on me, nephew. Yeah, that's a good question. Mr. Fletcher wants to know. Did y'all catch that Raven Gap game? What are your thoughts about that?
I didn't see him last week against Benedictine, and I didn't see him this week. Didn't they play a team out of Florida or something?
I think so. They were down.
They played the team up in Tennessee last week. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh yeah, and that team out of Tennessee is
that's a solid team out of Tennessee.
Yeah, that's both a teams were solid. Out of Tennessee.
Yeah, both teams were solid. I mean, Raven Gap jumped out 7-0, then went up 14 ensuing possession. Bradley scored. And then second half, Bradley just opened it up, man, started playing stout defense on Raven Gap. But they both got some ballers over there. I don't care how you spin it. It's a Raven Gap. They deserve to be 15 in the state, despite them being a boarding school playing in whatever class they decide to play in. We don't want to see them in the GHSA.
Mm.
Nobody in 2A down wants to see their school in the GHSA.
Y'all keep Trip Block from Lee County in your prayers. He's in the hospital.
Praying for the young man.
What's going on?
I'm praying for you, Mr. Block. Get well soon, please. What's going on, Mr. Dominic? Cockwood is here. Jimmy Toby, welcome, Mr. Toby. Tombs on top. Dwayne says, I don't know why y'all think Tiff's gonna change in one off season. They've got a great coach, but they've got to build the program again after 2 decades of losing.
I mean, it depends,
Yeah,
you got a point, Dwayne.
I mean, yeah, we're not saying Toon running for a state championship this year. I mean, it starts somewhere. The first year you see the turnaround, you start looking at increases in wins and making playoffs and things like that. So it's not far-fetched for Tiff County to make the playoffs this year. Mainly because of the region that they're playing in. So
yeah. So do you still think Tiff County is a number 4 seed? Or do you think
yeah.
Okay. Miss Jones said they played Baylor out of Tennessee.
Yeah, that's it, Baylor. I knew it started with a B.
Adam says, I'm going to come back to you, Mr. Hanson. He said, this is when I asked him about the region. He says, Benedictine always has a good team. I hate them more than Coffee. It'll be a battle between us and Benedictine for the top spot. Okay.
My lord. I said, my lord.
Adam says, did y'all know that Gadsden's quarterback was committed to Duke and 3 linemen on defense were committed as well. I don't know where that team came from, bro, but no excuses. It's going to take Littleton a while. My expectations were just too high. Okay.
Out of state game like that, I mean, you want to show up, but you really can't put too much on that because you still have, I mean, let's be real, Gaston is not Mater Day. But Creekside went out to Mater Day and had their butt wrapped up in a Christmas present and handed to them. And
they still rapping them. They still
still out there putting bows on it. But, you know, they still played in the 5A state championship last year. So, you know, you still can save your season by playing your in-state opponents and your region opponents. So y'all just keep the faith, man. Keep going down there. I got a lot of faith in y'all this year. Just don't let me down because my jaw's hurt. I've been chewing crow too much already now.
Mm-hmm. So listen, guys, I'm just going to tell y'all this. If you ever get a chance and you have time and you want to go back down the Friday Night Lights page, go to the episode around like December the 6th. If you really want to know how Creekside was done by Mater Day, that is the episode to listen to. Because when I tell you, Pedro
have some aspirin because your stomach and your head gonna be hurting bad laughing.
Bad. When he found out Creekside was the team, oh, it was terrible. He went on about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, because I think what set me off, if I remember correctly, one of the Creekside fans got in there boasting up Creekside, was talking a little noise. And then y'all say Creekside was a team that Mater Day beat like that. Cause I think I didn't remember they played them or something like that.
I said they shouldn't have gone out there bothering them folks. Yeah. I said they shouldn't have gone out there bothering them folks, and then that triggered you.
Yeah, that's what it was. Something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. What's going on, Deshaun? How you doing? All is well here. We are blessed. Paul says the difference between 6A and 4A played a big factor in our loss. Those boys were gassed in the third and the fourth quarter. Okay.
So what is he saying, that Benedictine lacked depth?
Yes, compared to
what you're saying, Paul?
Compared to 6A. That's what it sounds like to me. Mr. Jones says Raven Gap got out coached in his opinion.
No, I ain't gonna even say that. Not for that Raven Gap game. That was just the team from Tennessee. They just came. I don't know what was said in that locker room for them, but they came out a totally different team in that second half.
Who won the game?
The team from Tennessee.
Oh, Baylor.
They won by they won 21-14.
Yeah, Baylor. Yeah, 21-14. But I mean, Raven Gap had a chance to at least tie it up at the end because Baylor did something stupid with 2 minutes remaining on the clock, and they trying to run the clock out. They decided to throw a pass on 3rd and 15 and stop the clock for Raven Gap. So Raven Gap had time, but then Raven Gap bad clock management and with the offense, and they go to, because they got a 6'6" receiver. He was double teamed, triple teamed all night, so they just couldn't get him the ball the way they wanted to.
Okay.
Mr. Scott, welcome. Seminole County is here. They are 2-0 too, right?
Yes, they are.
Let's see. Stephen Tate says Tiff. Welcome, Mr. Joyner. Let me go ahead and say that. Stephen Tate says Tiff is not going to win 4 games this year. We'll see.
We're gonna leave that one. Okay, we're gonna leave that one right there.
I have to look at their schedule and see. Jamie says Colquitt has North Gwinnett this week. Okay.
I think that's a trap game.
At all Colquitt's games are at home now, right? The North Gwinnett comes down there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it could be a trap game. I don't think Colquitt has been challenged as of yet this year. They had Monroe and they had that team out of Utah.
And they beat that team out of Utah?
They did handily.
Okay. Yeah, 60. Yeah. We're gonna go over scores from last week, but yeah, they beat them handily. Well, that was Monroe that they beat, that they just drugged, but they beat the team by out of Utah by what 11 points
at least.
Yeah, 11 points.
Okay.
So I mean, but I don't know that they've had a true challenge.
No, they ain't had no true challenge yet. North and they're gonna be their first test.
Yeah. Dwayne says Tiff has to start competing again first. Then they can try to win. They got blown out by Irwin at home a few years ago.
Yeah, but they had a different coach back then, so I mean can't compare now and then because they had a totally different system, totally different head man, so can't really compare the two.
Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Gaines? Thompson Bulldog in the house.
What's going on with Thompson this year?
What they said last week was what's his name? Ray? Whatever, their running back who's really, really good, he's injured and he has a play, and that makes a difference in how they play.
Yeah, because I'm like, man, Thompson, what's going on? They better wake up.
Yeah.
They are who we thought they were.
Exactly.
They are who we thought they were.
Exactly.
I'm so tickled. Mr. Tate says Creekside's about to get rolled this Saturday. I don't know why they keep doing that.
And who they playing?
Ooh,
DeSoto.
What?
Yes.
Man, go to another comment before I start going off on these folks again. Why they keep doing that to themselves? Huh?
No. Why they gonna keep bothering these folks? I don't
know.
Making
Georgia look bad.
I mean, nobody willingly plays DeSoto unless you Duncanville. Like,
but why would DeSoto even take this game?
So DeSoto wants a live practice. That's why.
Yes,
that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a live practice for DeSoto.
That's just like Mickey used to tell Rocky before Clubber knocked him out. Hey, you've been fighting bums. We've been protecting you. That's
he got his ass toe up.
Right. DeSoto and Rocky. Somebody need to tell the head coach of DeSoto you can't challenge your team, but let me hush, man, for the sake of
Hey, you can come on and say it Friday night if you want to.
Melody, welcome, Miss Pace. She is loving the live stream. We certainly appreciate you, darling. Welcome to the podcast. Maine. Okay, so Maine and Burke and Benedictine going back and forth. Let's see. So Paul says Benedictine will not allow Burke to score. Burke says that's a lie. So we'll see. How you doing, Mr. Allen? Eric Allen says Cook beat Bainbridge. They sure did, 13-10.
See, that's another game I got jumped on about. That's another one. Why was it hard to believe that Cook could beat Bainbridge?
I don't remember that now, Drew. Because I don't remember that one. And ECI beat Swainsboro, talking about they could replace Mello.
Shit, you know what? I'm gonna say that comment for Wednesday about Swainsboro and what they got coming up this week. It's Friday. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there where it's at until Wednesday.
Yeah. So yeah.
Because Swainsboro about to be funny as hell this Friday night. That's all I know.
Hey, what's Brooks' record?
They 1-1, ain't they?
1-1.
Oh, they finna be 1-2.
Who they playing this week?
Cook.
Oh yeah, okay. That might
My
be
Lord.
1-1 with. Oh, I'm sorry.
And
okay.
that's it. All day and all that. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. Does anyone Obadiah wants to know? Does anyone know the last time Benedictine started their season 0-2? I do not know, but I mean, this 0-2, you can't really.
Exactly, Jess. Exactly. This 0-2, don't let it fool you.
I
You
mean,
know
it
what
was
I'm
0
saying?
and 2. No, the last time Benedictine went 0 and 2 was in 2021. They lost to Christopher Columbus out of Florida and Buford out of South Carolina. And guess what they did? Came back
Win
and
the
won the state
championship.
title.
Yep.
That's what I'm
Yep.
saying. They better not let that 0-2 fool them. Don't let it
Mhm.
Yeah.
give them a false sense of hope. Don't do that.
What's going on, Brian Jones? Welcome. Um, Paris says the Creekside game is a money game. So
What kind of money they finna get? what kind of money they finna get?
Shit. All of it gonna be paid in hospital bills.
Emergency room visit,
Yes.
X-ray,
Um,
CT scan,
Therapists to talk
therapy,
about that abuse. Come on, man.
IV treatment. What kind
yeah,
of money they finna get?
yeah. What's going on, Mr. Walker? Big coffee in the building. Obadiah says Bainbridge losing to Cook was not a surprise. How you going on? How you going, Mr. Jones? Uh how you doing? Cook is 2-0, which is really good. Because uh when you look at Cook County schedule, their schedule is brutal. They have a
And they
really
lost a lot. So for them to be manning up like they have with that young team, that's scary for the Pierce, Appleton, Prince County region because man, they young and they pulling off these kind of wins. That's the worst thing you can do in sports. Let a young team like that get confidence going throughout the
Yep,
season.
exactly.
It's gonna be hard to stop them then.
mm-hmm. Miss Jones says talk about Perry. Well, Mr. Jones, this is how this works.
You
Um
turn.
Okay,
no,
let me mute my phone.
no, this is not Friday. This is
Well,
Monday.
can I
So
say something?
sure.
Now let me tell y'all, pair folks, on number one, congratulations on the win. But I was there Friday night, and before that pick six, I saw a lot of po faces on y'all sideline. I sure did. Yeah, I know y'all had the lead, but what you didn't expect was, okay, man, this is a back and forth game. We really didn't think Peach County was gonna come in like this here. Now I know y'all pulled away before halftime. I understand all that. But before then, I saw a heap of po faces on that side. I had my binoculars. I saw the po face. So don't get on here and stick your chest out too far, cause y'all didn't believe at first. I saw this with my own two eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Now later on, yeah, you had reason to stick your chest out. I'm still of the belief that that pick six changed the game to me. You know,
Okay.
somebody else may think different,
Yeah,
but
we'll
just
talk about that later,
Yeah,
Joe.
so here's the thing, Mr. Jones. Dro gave you what you wanted, but what I need you to understand is, as a listener, we certainly appreciate that you have taken the time out of your busy schedules to listen to this podcast. But what you will not do is dictate what we talk about and when we talk about it. Okay? So that's that. Now you know. Don't do it anymore, sir. Mr. Dominic says, I am telling y'all now, a team to watch out for is Camden County. There's some bad dudes.
Hmm.
Now, I said something about that. Everybody else said I was off, but you know,
You the same person said something about. Never mind.
and that's a lie too. That's a
Don't
lie
say it.
too.
Don't say it.
I
Uh,
said never mind.
Mr.
No, no, no. But real fast though, think about Camden County. Camden County just got a weak non-region schedule.
So you think when they get in the region, do you think they'll make the top four or no?
Yeah, they should. I don't see why they can't and why they wouldn't. You got a down Richmond Hill and a down Loudon,
Yeah.
so you got a chance to make the top four to make the playoffs again.
Mm-hmm. How you doing? Barry says y'all better not let Brooks beat y'all. I'm assuming you're talking about Cook County. Is Cook County and Brooks playing this week?
No, oh Brooks, yeah, Brooks
Yeah.
and Cook playing this week.
Okay. So Barry has something for you Cook County fans. He said y'all better not let Brooks beat y'all. Mr. Fowler is a Colquitt fan. Welcome. Burke says Benedictine is our first test. It is definitely your first test. That's his name, Trey. The running back I was talking to you about for Thompson Dro. His name is Trey.
He injured. Okay.
He's injured. The Cook and Bainbridge. Cook beat Bainbridge 13-10, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna go over the scores in just a minute. Do the recap. I don't know where the Wizard is. He had a busy weekend this weekend, so I don't know when he'll be coming in here. But
I heard he got a little love muffin now. I've been hearing
he
through the
does.
grapevine, huh?
He does. That's
that
what
might be why he missing.
Might be. She might be. She might have got that skiller from Coach Crow wife. He was on here flirting.
Yeah.
What's going on, Tick? Shout out to Northeast. Nick came back last week and he got over 100 yards. Back like he never left. I like to hear that. Marquis says Thompson is young and inexperienced, and they're basically rebuilding. Creekside about to get mollywop. Tick says DeSoto is about to put up 70. Larry says Creekside needs to quit embarrassing the GHSA.
I know, right?
Adam,
I mean, why? Why do this to yourself?
Why
go out there? Why go out there and get y'all the colors pulled off your uniform, the paint knocked off your helmet? Why go out there and do that? Why go out there and give DeSoto even more confidence over the state of Georgia? Why do that?
Iron sharpens iron, Dro.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's what they're saying. I'm not saying that.
Creekside is iron. Huh?
It's a little dull right now, but what they're saying is that's going to help them down the road.
No, that's more like butter knife metal. You know, I'm talking about some iron.
Come on now. That's what the word is saying. Mr. Estes has a good question for you guys. Milton versus DeSoto. Who wins?
DeSoto.
What you said, Dro?
I was still focused on why people think Creekside and iron. I missed the question. Ask me, Milton versus DeSoto, who wins? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with Mike on that one. I think I got to go with DeSoto.
What about you, yo?
He gonna ask you. You know what? I'm gonna say it for him. In what?
Okay. I ask him when he get back. I think I know what he's doing. Larry Jones says Brooks is gonna win by 2 touchdowns. Brooks is 0-1. That's right. They didn't play last week. They lost to Thomasville, and then they played Cook. How you doing, Mr. Robert? Welcome. How you doing, O'Neal? Tough loss, but y'all played pretty good. Mr. Green says it's a slow start for Thompson Bulldogs with lots of inexperienced players in a rebuilding year. The last time Thompson went 0-2 was 2013. Good evening, Mr. Daniels. Welcome to the podcast. Brooks, Barry says you're about to be 0-2, Brooks. I know one thing. If you are 0-2, don't come in, Mr. Lib, don't come in there asking how Peach did like you did last Friday.
You better not come in and say shit.
Jamie says Camden County is some bad dudes with that new coach. And Barry says you got to come with the pain to beat Pierce County. Okay. 2A is tough too. Okay, guys, we're going to take a pause because it looks like he decided to drop in. How you doing, Mr. Wizard?
Oh, there you go with that rubbish. You can't talk tonight. You show up on the screen, just introduce you, and ask you to say that now you mute. You can't talk. Oh, what's up, man? Open your mouth.
Okay, Dwayne, y'all did beat Brainwich 21-0. That was in the scrimmage. I remember that. What's going on, Mr. Hill? Hoko Bears in the building. Y'all got a pretty good test coming up this Friday. Perry versus Hoko.
Yeah,
Who
that's
you
one
got,
of the
Mr.
games
Hill?
of the week right there.
Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Shields? Welcome. Newton County is in the building. Y'all have a tall order this week as well. Y'all play Douglas County.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Jamie said the tight end for Camden is pretty good. Mr. Stone, Waco checking in. How you doing?
Mister or
Tick
Miss?
says DeSoto will win against Milson as well too.
Misty. That's who it was. Okay.
What you say?
Misty Stone. Am I saying the name wrong?
Nikki Stone.
Nikki.
Yeah, it's a guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, who the hell is Misty?
Who is Misty? I was looking. Anyway, he's a guy. He's our number one Waco fan. I'm ready for the Golden Hawks to get back. Darrell Steen, welcome. He says Douglas County may have the number one quarterback in the class of 2026 in Georgia and the best wide receiver core in the state for sure. All I know is I'm expecting big things out of Douglas County this year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dwayne Little says the Creekside and DeSoto is iron and water. Oh, just terrible.
Terrible, Jeff.
Terrible. Anthony White, Coffee Strong, welcome. Checking in from Greene County is Mr. Matt. Welcome, Antigua's Matt. Yeah, we're about to go. I don't know what the Wizard is doing. We're gonna talk about that Worth Irwin game too.
He must be having technical difficulties or something. What's up, man? What's going on? Talk to
her. I don't know. But I tell you this. I said last week with regard to that Worth and Irwin game, I was going to question. I wanted to see what Irwin County's offense did versus Worth County's defense, because Worth County defense gave up a lot of points, but Irwin County was struggling a little bit to score, but you definitely answered my question.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
What you been doing?
Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you, but what were you doing before?
No, it was my microphone setting. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, guys, we're going to take a break, and the Wizard is going to give us the recaps from last week's games. The floor is yours, Mr. Wizard.
Okay. How y'all doing this evening? Mexican fella, good to see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting out in private. I went 8-1. Prince Avenue, it was cool. I can live with that loss. And this one got a lot of people on the pick'em. The GAC losing to Decatur.
Yeah, that was surprising right there.
I got a new Magic 8 ball. It seems to be working pretty good.
Okay. I have a question. Can you go ahead and elaborate for the people so they'll remember? The score inside the comma represents what?
The actual score.
And the one outside the comma is the predicted score. That's just for the listeners as you're looking.
Do me a favor. Tell Chris County not to travel up to Atlanta no more.
Wow.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't even know if old boy gonna make it through the season.
I know, Jess. I know. It ain't looking good, is it?
At all.
It ain't looking good.
Moving on to D2. Ta-da! 9-0. What?
Macon County, my goodness.
Well, you gotta think. The game was in Montezuma.
The
game, I thought it was at Bowden, but it was in Montezuma.
It was in Montezuma.
Oh, nah.
Whew, that's tough, friend.
You're gonna have fun with that one later, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna keep moving.
Let me see. Hold on, let me go back because I don't remember the scores from Friday. I was a little occupied.
Okay.
I don't remember all of them. Okay, Seminole County is 2-0. Okay, let's see. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I
That
was about
Chuck
to say.
barely got by Ups and Lee.
hmm But Pike County is 2-0 too. Dro.
Yeah, but who do they play?
Yeah, but still.
I get it though, cause that's a big deal for them.
Why Doherty bothering them folks in Toombs County? Ain't that what y'all been saying all day?
Well, I mean, you got
Mhm.
to think, daughter, what Toombs is what 2A?
No, D1.
Or they 1A and daughter 3A school, so I guess they felt like they
They were
could
gonna do them like they did Central.
right,
Uh,
and they find out the hard way.
uh,
And
uh,
that's a testament to how. Shout out to Central, but my goodness,
mm,
y'all are a really terrible football team.
okay. Yeah, Raven County. Didn't see Fannin County coming, did you? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I did look the East Commerce East Jackson game got me. I don't know what happened to Commerce in that one, losing 14-13.
Commerce must have lost a lot.
And then Blakely County losing at Dodge County.
Blackley must have lost a lot.
And
Man, it's a
Swainsboro is who we
rivalry.
thought.
It's a rivalry game, so can't really, I ain't gonna criticize Blakely too much for that.
Well, Swainsboro is exactly who we thought they was gonna be this year, losing the ECI. So 5-3 overall in D1.
Mm-hmm.
2A. Yeah, I've been listening to the show. I didn't expect Cook to beat Bainbridge myself, so it is what it is. That's the only loss I took in 2A this week, going 7-1.
I got a question though before you move on.
Yes,
Carver Columbus. Don't
yes.
take this as a negative. Please don't. Is Spencer that good? Or is Carver still struggling on offense? Can somebody answer that for me?
Now, what they said last Friday, was that they had a lot of mistakes and they needed to clean them up. So,
I mean, because when you see Spencer on your schedule, now unless they have improved now, but Spencer would get you by the 50 piece. You would guarantee the 50 piece. You
well,
know what
the
I'm
past
saying?
couple of years, Spencer won the region. What, year before last or last year? They
Yeah, I
won their
mean,
region.
they was in the same region with Ace, out of
Milton.
Macon and all them. I get all of that, but
Mm-hmm.
for Carver Columbus to only put up 17 points on them, that's why I'm asking the question. I mean, because that score right there is an eye opener. I mean, 17 points. Carver Columbus ranked in 2A, and all you could get is 17 points on Spencer.
I think it was 19 points, wasn't it?
Well, even if it was 19,
Yeah, but still, yeah.
I mean, it's something going on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, yeah, I'm looking to see if they've answered. They hadn't answered yet.
Oh, it was 17. It was 17-9.
Okay. I mean, I could have been looking at it wrong.
I mean, come on, Carver Columbus. We got fam over there. People who loyally support the groups and the show. What can somebody please tell me what's going on over there?
They'll let us know in a minute.
Because that's not gonna get it in 2A. It's not.
Mm-mm. I think they'll be okay in 2A.
Scoring 17 points a game.
But they put up 20 last week.
2017, just 3 points different.
They average 18.5 points.
Well, I was close, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying it's the average. Yeah.
Is that gonna get you the state championship
No.
trophy?
Not with
No.
Pierce. They're gonna have to score a little more. Now I think their defense can, kind of contain Pierce a little bit, but no, not with that. Not with that. Basically, they got Pierce has a Swiss Army knife at quarterback, right? So he can do it all.
Mm-hmm.
And Carver's defense is A1 stellar superb, but they're going to get something. They might not score as many, but they're going to get something. So Carver's offense has got to get better if they want to compete with Pierce. Is what I'm saying. But I still think they'll be okay in their region. I think they'll be okay in that region. They might be. I think they'll still end up number 2.
Okay.
But who am I?
Okay. So 3A went undefeated in 3A. All games went as expected and as my Magic 8 Ball predicted.
I got a question though about that Harris County Troop kind of game, because I remember one of our panelists, talked down on Harris County.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Harris County undefeated right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Troop is what? 1-1, 0-2. What's their record?
1-1.
1-1.
Okay.
And Harris County, it's funny that you're talking about it, Dro, because we'll have some more answers Friday evening, because I think Harris County plays Carver Columbus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna have some answer then. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. At face value, it look like it might be an ugly game. You know what I'm saying? Harris could only pull up 21 on Troop, but then how good is Troop? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now Carver Columbus could go in there and blow out Harris County, but I mean that look like it's gonna be a low scoring game.
I will tell you this from what I saw on Columbus news station. Troop County lost 23 seniors.
Okay, then
they lost just about everything. So take that how you must.
Okay.
All right, 4A.
Moving on to 4A again.
I'll be right back.
9-0. Everything went as projected by my Magic 8 Ball.
Ooh. When Dro gets back, I'm gonna have to read him this. I'm gonna have to read this comment when Dro gets back.
And
you see it? You see it, friend?
Yeah.
You see it?
Okay, we're gonna move on. Friends. We're gonna go ahead and get to 5A, because I'm gonna listen to this one here in the comforts of my dungeon. 5A went 8-0. Again, everything went as projected by my Magic 8 Ball.
So you got a new Magic 8 Ball as a wedding gift?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Okay.
All right, 6A. Again, went 8-1. I thought Woodward Academy was gonna pull it out over Collins Hill, but you win some, you lose some.
Collins Hill and Mill Creek said they have something to say.
Okay, we're gonna see.
And I'm gonna say this: Buford. I said it Friday night, and I'm saying it again. Buford, y'all in trouble.
We know this. Buford ain't got no passing game.
Y'all are in trouble.
Can I say something? If you're a receiver and you really want to shine, go to Buford, because they need you.
Okay.
All right. So overall for the week, I went 63-6, 91%.
All right, Wilson.
I told you, I'm going for that 90% this season. All right. As far as the pick'ems go, Man, it was a lot of people upset with their pickums this week. But that Obadiah guy, I think he snuck in and used my magic 8-ball.
Shout out to Obadiah.
He went 9 for 10 this week. So congratulations on beating me. I bet you can't do
Congratulations.
I bet you can't do
Congratulations.
Yeah, I bet you can't do it again though.
We'll see. We'll see.
Alright. And last but not least, this is how the leaderboard is now looking after 2 weeks.
You know who I don't see on there?
Oh Lord.
I know. Where that fella at?
He didn't even make the leaderboard.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks that fell off.
Sure did. Sure did. So
but yeah, that's that. So anyway, everybody had a great weekend. I had a great weekend.
I'm sure you did, Mr. Wizard.
Yeah,
we
I
certainly
did.
appreciate you. And you seem sober tonight. So thank you for that as well.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, for now.
And we appreciate you. We'll see you back on Wednesday where you're going to give us your predictions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you later.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Good night.
Later. Okay, so let me read a couple of these comments. Okay, so Jamie says, I see Larry Jones called out the Thomasville and Cairo fans, and the Thomasville fans showed up. So I'm gonna say hello to y'all. Hey, Mr. Hunter, welcome. My sis says she's in the building as well. TikTok, Cairo, you on the clock. Where's my friend Mr. Sloan from Cairo? Douglas County is a very good team. Don't be surprised if they win state. I would not be surprised. Mr. Talent says, ask Cedar Grove.
Ask Cedar Grove what?
If Douglas County is good.
Nah.
They're not?
Nah.
Okay. Hey, Mr.
Nope,
Hamilton.
not at all. Not one bit.
Not one
They're
bit. Okay.
They're average.
Are you for real?
Oh, I sound like I'm hating on them.
Woo. For real. Sound like you like your throat hurt and you gargling with salt water.
With Douglas County right now. It's only one ball on the field.
Bro, if Douglas County is average, I'll take that average team every year for my team.
No. That was BS. No, here's the problem. No, I'm gonna tell you the problem with Douglas County. There's only one ball on the field.
And everybody wants the ball.
Yep.
Everybody, Keyshawn Johnson, give me the damn ball.
Yep. And that's gonna be their downfall.
Okay.
Ain't nobody on that offense willing to be unselfish right now.
Okay, so let's see. Let me read some stuff. Larry Jones says he likes Thomasville's defense, so we'll see. Hi, Mr. Andrews, Thomasville Bulldogs checking in. Larry said the Carver score surprised him as well. Dro, are you back, friend? I need you to be here. So when I read that, but waiting on Dro to get back. Yo, can I ask you this question? Because you weren't on when the question was asked. Can I ask you?
Go ahead, babe.
Milton versus DeSoto. Who wins that game?
Man, DeSoto has arguably the best quarterback in the nation right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hate to say it, I would probably say DeSoto.
Okay. That's what everybody else said as well. What's going on, Mr. Cornelius King Cornelius? I'm sorry, sir. How are you this evening? Jamie says he's been saying that Buford and all that. You weren't here, yo. I ain't see your name on the leaderboard. You all right?
So the Wizards pick him.
Yeah.
I'm just giving everybody a fair shot.
But you're gonna be
Yeah.
Before the end of the season, you're gonna be in that green, won't you?
I mean, if they gotta do it, go back and look at the years. It always be like that. I don't start out on top.
You do it. We at least see your name though. We don't see your name, friend.
Have the same energy in like 6 more weeks.
Okay. You're somebody gonna, somebody's gonna do it. Okay, draw back yet, because I need to.
He back.
Dro, do
Yo.
you see the comment I'm gonna read to you now?
What
Barry
comment?
Van says Lucy Laney is going to beat Carver Columbus.
Well, Lucy Lane had a win over somebody, didn't he?
I don't know.
Lucy Laney will beat Thompson this year.
Oh, if I ain't mistaken, before I lose my mind, let me look at Lucy Lane's schedule right quick, because I think I'm gonna circle back to that. Let me look them up right quick.
So are we nominating Barry Van for Turtle of the Week?
Sounds like it.
That's what that would sound like though.
I'll tell you in a minute. Let me look up.
Cause my Lord, that's a snapper turtle.
In the meantime, and since we're talking about Turtles of the Week, how you doing, Elmo?
Oh, never mind. Okay. I just saw it. They are 1-1.
Uh-huh.
And help Zebra or help Zebra, however you say it.
See, I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one.
That's the only hey Bear. I don't know, cuz he said losing might be Carver Columbus, but I don't know. I ain't gonna jump on him just yet. I need to do further research. I gotta see what Lane bringing to the table. I ain't gonna jump on him just yet, G.
Okay. My nomination, well, I think is yours nomination. Who is it, yo?
Norfolk State.
For Norfolk State.
Coach Odoms from Norfolk State.
What's up with him?
Okay, so I don't know if you knew, but FAMU versus Norfolk State was on ABC on Saturday evening.
Okay.
Norfolk State was up, and it was a battle back and forth. FAMU finally took the lead, but and so it was 24-17.
Okay.
But with 6 minutes and 59 seconds left in the game, Norfolk State scores.
Oh.
Norfolk State goes to kick the extra point. It's blocked, but it's offsides against FAMU. So they get a chance to kick again. You've got 7 minutes left in the game, right?
Right.
They go for 2. They don't make it. They don't get back into the end zone. FAMU doesn't get back in there either. So the final score was 24-23.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Turtle of the Week.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top that.
Just dumb. Just
That's a tough way to lose a game.
That's a tough way to make that call. You know what I mean? It's not like you was in overtime and you saying, you know what, let's try to go and put it to bed. We got the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
None of that. Bro, you kick the field goal, you tied up, and you hope you can get another shot to win the game within those 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But it just take that out of your kid's hand with a crazy call like that is strange to me.
Just dumb. And it was just dumb. It upset me. This, I did say you could use that, didn't I? He said that coach needs to go play in traffic in the turning lane.
Well, at least he won't be alone. One of our listeners will be there with him.
Yeah, somebody be
Yeah,
there with him.
we got somebody else that's gonna be there with him too,
Yeah.
taking his butt out, taking that team out of Ireland like that, and getting embarrassed.
John Wilkins, welcome. He said he probably didn't trust his kicker. But here's the thing, Mr. Wilkins,
He
had
been
been
kicking extra points all game,
extra
so
points all game. They were that the Eddie kicked the extra, Eddie kicked the field goal. So it was 14-0 Norfolk State. And then it ended up being, I think, 17-14 FAMU, and then it was 17 all. So the kicker was fine. He just made a dumb decision. The boy could kick. Yeah. Morris says Norfolk called the tush push on the second touchdown. I guess they thought it was gonna work on the 2-point conversion, but I mean it just wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. But all's well, it's over with now. You can't get it back. I know one thing, he better win than me at. And they gonna get rid of him too. Laney has to play Burke County and Thompson. They might beat Thompson unless if Trey gets back, maybe not. And they won't beat Burke County, I don't think. Obadiah has a question for you guys. Do you see any big upsets this upcoming Friday?
Yep, we'll talk about it on Wednesday.
Okay. So now, guys, with the Friday games over with, the Friday Night Lights polls have come out. The new polls came out this morning, I think. So we'll go over those real quick. Unless y'all got something to talk about, loyal listeners, y'all, is there something else y'all want to talk about? Mr. Wilkins, tell us where you're from. I pride myself on knowing where you guys are from, but
Well, while he's trying to come up with his lie,
his lie.
Yeah. Don't want nobody. As we always do, we put the FNL poll, the right poll, on the right hand side of the screen, and we have the AJC poll on the left hand side of the screen.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mapp says Greene County plays Laney later in the season.
I like Greene County in there.
Greene County better watch out for Lucia Landers.
I hope you playing in Greene County.
Hey, are we going to the homecoming or what?
And ain't.
Yeah, we definitely straight on that.
You didn't see what I saw.
Y'all funny. Y'all are too funny. So let me get a listeners a chance to chime in on the private poll real fast before we move on to the next one.
Y'all got any comments, questions, or concerns?
No.
AJC on the left, Friday Night Lights on the right. Elmo, we're gonna nominate you for third or two now.
Yeah, go on put him on the list. I said,
Yeah.
Go on put he a candidate for third because no, that ain't finna happen. Not this year. Not this year.
He been saying some turtle stuff the last 2-3 weeks.
Man, what Elmo? I can't believe you said that, Jack. I can't believe it.
Cause I love you, boy, but you out of left field with that one. Stay away from the light, Caroline.
If Warner Robinson have a string of injuries, then I roll with it. But I just don't see that. Not this year.
What's going on, Mr. Moore? Go Jackets. That's all. That's the post. All right, so we got Class A Division 2. Any questions? Greene County, you got anything to say about the poll, the AJC, or
I just can't believe that us and the AJC agreed to both drop Bryan County this week.
I can believe it.
Yeah, okay. But I don't think we're gonna bring ECI in just yet.
No.
You beat up on a Swainsboro that we knew was not gonna be Swainsboro this year. So
yeah,
make some more quality wins and we'll get you in there.
How you doing, Mr. Mumford Senior? He said, Big Greene County checking in. Damn the AJC.
I
know that's
right. Never mind.
I'll say that again.
Never mind. I'll see it. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
My Lord.
All right. Division 1.
Now I gotta tell you now, Class A Division 1 is pretty stacked. It's a lot of good teams in this poll. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at it. I'm talking about our poll right now. Toombs, Thomasville, Dublin. I can't believe never mind. I ain't gonna start with them folks. Toombs County, Thomasville, Dublin. I don't know much about Fanning yet. I'm gonna do further research. And then now Worth County being number 6 over Lamar County. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Lamar County.
It's still a strong poll. Go ahead. What you say?
I was just saying Lamar County had a bye, so we couldn't just move them up.
And Worth lost a real close game to a tough Irwin County team.
True.
You know, I think the defense was on the sideline drinking Gatorade during that game because both teams damn near put up 50 points on each other. So,
and I was surprised because Irwin County had, they hadn't really been putting up a whole bunch of points. I guess it wasn't needed, but now, I mean, when the rubber met the road and they had to, they did what they had to do. So, shout out to Irwin County.
Can y'all tell me why? And I think I already know the answer, but I just want to hear it. Why did we leave Jeff Davis off our poll with the AJC included them on theirs?
Great. Looking at Jeff Davis games. See, I think the AJC, and this is just me personally talking, I think they go off of rankings, and other classifications you can check and see. But we also do the eye test, the paper test, and we look at who they played. Jeff Davis' quality of victories, 2 victories. It don't stand over any of these teams we got in the top 10 in their 1 win or 2 wins or whatever the situation may be. We do this on a week by week basis.
I disagree because Northeast got a victory over Southwest. That ain't strong.
No, but Northeast also played a number 3 team in 3A is their loss, and Northeast started in our polls. See, this is done by a week thing, drove from last week. If Northeast is at number 10 this week or number 5 this week, that type of stuff also helps to move in and out and up and down in the polls also.
Here's my report. Forget all that. Man, forget all that.
Hey.
No, I'm just saying, Jeff Davis played Washington County and Rutland.
I understand that. Northeast lost by 40. Or what it was, 30.
Without Nick Woodford on the field.
I understand that, but they still got crushed.
And they got rewarded for losing too. I.e., they dropped.
I don't know, man. The team.
But here's my thing, though. Here's my question, though.
First names might have deserved a little love this week. That's all I'm saying.
But here's my question: How are you gonna drop? How are you gonna drop a Northeast team that didn't lose this week?
They lost by 40 the previous.
Not this week. They didn't.
They lost by 40 the previous week.
No, they didn't.
And
They
they
lost
dropped.
We're
by
not
19.
talking. We're not
Oh,
talking
you
about
right.
the previous
They,
week. We're
they
talking
end up
about this week.
they
We're talking
end up
about this
scoring
week.
21. You right, G. You right. They end up scoring 21. I forgot about that. But they still beat a Southwest team that's not really a quality win. That it's a rivalry game win, but not a quality win.
But
So you
Jeff
saying Washington
Davis,
County? You saying Washington County and Rutland is a quality win for Jeff Davis
They 2-0.
against Washington County and Rutland?
They
Yeah,
2-0.
I think Joe kind of look at it like the AJC be looking at it too. That you just focus on the records instead of everything else that we kind of formulate for the
You
rankings,
put
bro.
Washington County and Southwest on the field. Who winning that game?
I like Southwest. I
Southwest.
like
Over Washington
Southwest. I
County.
like Southwest over Washington County and Rutland.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't. You notice I ain't mentioned Redline. Come on now, I ain't
So
crazy.
you ain't even go to Rutland, huh?
No, I ain't mentioned Redline not one time. Everybody beat Redline. You know what I'm
Mr.
saying? Come on.
Mumford.
I can't even believe we having this conversation right now.
No,
I'm
Mr.
just saying. I
Mumford.
just felt like I bag on Jeff Davis so much. I just felt like they needed a little love in our poll. That's all.
No. Mr. Mumford.
Now if they go 3-0, what y'all gonna say then?
I'm gonna look at who they play. Nick, I mean, it's all gonna work itself out. These teams are gonna start playing each other, and it's all gonna work out. But
Man,
Mr. Mumford,
hold on.
can I please just go and say this?
Yeah, go
Mr.
ahead.
Mumford, Nick Wolford did play Friday night, and he had over 100 yards rushing. Okay.
On Southwest.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this on Jeff Davis. You gonna really know who Jeff Davis is come September 27th.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. You're right.
Hey, you might know. Hey, you might know a week prior.
True. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay. 2-8.
Okay, let me read these real quick. Rabin County might be too high, according to Mr. Mapp. Mr. Mumford says, I'm telling you, Toombs County is going to be there in the end. We, who is Greene County, scrimmaged them at camp, and they're loaded across the board. We almost started a real game because we didn't back down from them. Mr. Sloan, welcome. Yeah, Thomasville versus Cairo. Okay. 2A. What do y'all have to say about 2A?
Pike County is in the top 10, but Jeff Davis is not. So, can help me understand how Pike County is in the top 10, but Jeff
That's
Davis
a whole
is
different
not.
division.
But Pike County schedule ain't strong neither.
You got to compare divisions, comparatively speaking.
Who is Pike County beating? Crawford and who else? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a question. Oh, that's a real question.
Who
They
has
beat Crawford.
Pike County?
They beat Crawford County and Harrison County.
Yeah, let's redo the poll and put Jeff Davis in that damn
You
poll.
penalized Jeff Davis for the same thing.
No, it didn't. It's all about positioning as well. It's about positioning and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's about positioning.
Let me go on record and say, Jeff Davis, I fought for you. We can move on. But it's just funny that Pike County is in the top 10 in their poll, and Jeff Davis is not, when they both have similar resumes right now.
Here's my question for you. With Carver Atlanta losing this past week like they did to Llewellyn, a team that they should have handled.
You're right.
Who do you see bringing in the 2A?
Well, you know that. Hold on, let me look where AJC got it. Hold on, let me look at something. Okay, you got a good one. You got a good argument there, but still, I still stand by what I said. But come on, you got a good argument.
Tell me right now, in your opinion, the only team is no way we could have brought Callaway back in without playing the game that we dropped out last week. So, with that being said, we already had Morgan County in our poll. AJC just brought them in. We both bought in Sumter County. Who's that 10th team you're gonna bring in? Because you can't bring Callaway back in right now without winning a game.
Let's take Jeff Davis from 1A and put him
Now,
over here.
no, now check this out. Here's question number 2. How does the AJC move Rockmark up from 7 to 6 after and they lost?
Well, I guess they looking at the opponents they played.
Okay.
I mean,
If anything,
who are the two losses?
no,
Who are the 2
I'm with you
losses?
on that. But what I'm saying is Rockmart should have stayed where Rockmart should have sat where they was at the whole time. Okay, so Rockmart lost to Cedartown and Cartersville.
No, those are quality losses, I guess. I don't know.
But you don't move a team up. You let a team stay where they at.
I agree with that, but you know.
Thomasville said, "Don't worry, they got Jeff Davis. It's gonna work out."
We know.
Yeah, because all this is gonna work out.
Man, I'm not going to put Jeff Davis on this poll, and we end up and we get talked about and laughed at because we put our team with
You
2
getting
first
laughed
names.
at. You getting laughed at because Pike County in the top 10.
And again, I'm asking you the question: what other team in 2A outside of Callaway would you bring back in?
You could have just carved Atlanta right there.
No, not for losing to Luella. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Not for losing to Luella this past weekend. Ain't nowhere in the world.
Yeah, that is a bad loss.
And Sumter got Pike this weekend anyway.
Sumter got who?
Pike.
Oh, they'll beat Pike.
Pike. So that'll push Pike out anyway. But for this week, Pike resume stood stronger than anybody else's to bring in
2A.
In 2A.
I go back and look at 2A. See what's what. Strong poll though. It's a strong poll.
How you doing, Mr. Crookham? He said he picks Lincoln County over McCormick.
Sandy Creek holding strong at number 1. They deserve it. LaGrange has a big game this week, if I ain't mistaken. I can't remember who they're playing this week, but I know it's a big game.
I'll have to look and see what's what.
Mary Person's hanging in there. Look at Harlem. Look at Harlem done made it to the top 10.
Shout out to you, bro.
Y'all gave me the business about Harlem. I'm glad to see Harlem in the top 10. All right.
Shout out to you. We did that for you, Dro.
We sure did. We did that for you, even though we know they're gonna fall off soon. We did that for you.
Yeah, we know, but I'm just saying it's just nice to see them in the top 10.
Yeah, I think we brought Adairsville in, we brought Harlem in, but Monroe area should be making their way in soon if they continue to win like they are doing. Right. AJC has already brought them in, but we still looked at some things and felt like it wasn't time for them yet in our poll. But yeah, I see Harlem probably dropping off and Monroe area coming in shortly.
I mean, you could have swapped Monroe area out with Troop, I guess, or move Adairsville up over Troop, I guess. Mary Person is below Troop for why? Why is Mary Person below Troop?
Well, again,
Mary
we're going off of preseason. We're going off of what we know about Mary Person losing. We also know they didn't play but one game, and they beat who? Somebody they should have beat? Jackson, yeah.
Don't worry.
Look at Harlem.
Hold on. Hey,
Harlem. Huh?
I just want to say this. If Mary Person lose this weekend to this team out of Canada, they'll never see the light of day on our poll again throughout the rest of this year.
Please don't embarrass us, Mary Person. Please don't.
Cairo lost to Thomas County Central with.
Yeah, they lost to TCC, so they didn't even move. They just stayed where they was at.
They got beat pretty bad too, didn't they?
They put on 14 points in the close game in the first half.
In the first half, and then what happened?
And then the second half, I guess someone kind of said, okay, it's enough for the B team playing.
Yeah, the 3A poll it's going to move around pretty much all season, I guess.
Cameron will be out of there next week.
Let's see. Let's see. Did we Lincoln County is in our poll, right? Our one D2 poll, right?
I
I
can't
just
remember off the top.
okay. We'll go back and look. Uh, Deshaun says if we contain number 4, they can. I guess they'll do well. Okay, who is number 4, Mr. Hunter? Let us know. I'm thinking you talk about number 4 from Cairo, because I definitely want to know who that is too. Mr. Wilkins says Deshaun just don't get him on the corner. Yeah, y'all give us some intel. Who is number 4 for Cairo? All right, 4A. Who we got?
Look at Eastside sitting at number 10 in the AJC poll.
Mm-hmm.
I got laughed off the panel just about talking about Eastside. And AJC got him at number 10.
Well, they've
Mm-hmm.
been sitting there for the past 2 weeks. They brought him in week 2 after that upset win they got.
Yep. Because you could have told me at the beginning of the what's called that Newton would lose to Eastside, especially with all the expectations that we had for Newton. Okay, number 4 is Bryce Duncan, and he's a wide receiver.
Creekside should not even be in our poll just because they keep going out to these different powerhouses and making the state of Georgia look bad.
They will be gone.
Be in our poll.
They will be gone soon enough. Morris Shields says Eastside didn't show you nothing.
Well, they
2-0.
They record showing 2-0 right now.
So y'all look at what Mr. Wilkins said about Cairo. They had 170 total yards in the first half and 168 total yards for the game. So they had -2 yards in the second half.
Wow. And they are in the top 10 in our poll.
Wow. In 3A, they're working their way. They'll work
right on out of there. They finna get beat to sleep.
They played Thomas County Central. They were demoted,
and we finna get them out of there.
All right.
Okay.
Kenneth Hurst, Mr. Everything. Oh, he does it all. Okay. Okay, so what do y'all have to say about 4A?
I mean, it's a good looking poll. I'm just like Creekside. Come on, don't embarrass the state of Georgia anymore, please.
Yes, it's gonna happen. We just next year, no embarrassing.
Okay.
That's all. 5A.
Yeah, this is a strong poll right here. Strong poll. I know that sounds funny. I shouldn't say that too many times. But
no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a good poll right here. Well, it's a good top 10. A good top 10. That's what I should.
And I think Woodward Academy by next week. I don't know who they play this week, but if somebody else
go ahead.
They could very well, even if they win, they could very well be out.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be out with y'all on Woodward Academy. They got a stick. They got a good ball club. They just look at the competition they playing right now.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
No, my thing is they lost to Carrollton by 10 points. Lost to Collins Hill by a touchdown. Now they finna walk in and play the number 1 team in 4A basically, or the number 2 team in 4A basically in Marist. And then after that, once they get done with Marist, it's a breeze. Once they get in the region play, Shiloh, Shamley, your school, Tri-City's done with it, Decatur, Lakeside. They gonna breeze through the region and take that number 1 seed.
My school is located on Highway 49 in Fort Valley, Georgia.
Oh no, ma'am! Your school is located in the Cab County called Arabia Mountain.
No, my school is located in Biss, Georgia. Don't hate.
But nah, let's see what we're doing against Marist. As long as because they're taking losses, but they're contested losses. They're in the game. They're making the game competitive. So it's the same thing that happened with with a 3A school last year that stayed in the number one spot until they was 1-4.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Thank you, Mr. Moore. He said that's a nice poll. I'm sure you like ours better than you like AJC, don't you, Mr. Moore? How you doing, Mr. McKelvin? Y'all had a tough loss last week, but y'all played really well. Y'all left it out there on the field based on the score. Cole Moore says Collins Hill is a very dangerous team. They are sneaky good. Yeah.
What do you have to say about that, Thursday?
Well, we'll find out Friday. I'll find out for myself on Friday or next week. Is it Friday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
I
y'all
think it's
play
this
them this
Friday.
week, right? Y'all play
Y'all
them
got
this
It's either
2
this.
weeks, right?
No, it's either this week or next week. Hold on. It's either this week or next week we playing. I think we play them next week because we got 2 bye weeks.
How
We
you
got 2
get
weeks off.
bye week this early in the season?
Because
That
Florida
team
canceled
out of
on us.
Florida Council.
And then you get one next. You get two. You get back to back
No,
bye week.
yeah,
Nobody
we
wants
had
to
a bye
schedule
week
the
already
Chiefs.
set. We had a bye week already set, and then the Florida team canceled on us.
So you play 2 games and then bye week, and then you into your region schedule.
No. We have 4 non-region schedules. I mean,
Okay,
4 non-region schedules, 4 non-region games.
Where's my purse?
I don't know, Mama, but
You sorry.
take mine anyway.
I would drive to Tallahassee and find it.
Yeah.
My
Shit,
bad, y'all.
shit, take mine. Shit, and I ain't even got one. Shit,
Uh,
that scared me. Huh? What I do?
You ain't lying. I started looking for it over here. Like,
Yeah, we got college.
Obadiah,
Yeah.
Obadiah has a question before we move on to 6A. He says,
Uh
for
huh.
the coffee fans that will go back and rewatch this show, could you all explain why you have them at that number?
Coffee,
Hmm.
dude. Look at the teams in front of you right now. Milton's not gonna slip up. I don't see Thomas County Central slipping up. Uh, Lee County, Rome, Gainesville, they're going to slip up and lose a game, which means you need to count on Hughes to lose a game so you can get up to number 3 at the best. 4 at the worst, 3 at the best right now
yeah,
is where you're going to end up being in the poll.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you beat Thomas County Central and Lee, you'll be able to come up. But Gainesville and Hughes are in front of you, and if they don't lose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
those are
But I
just
think,
5A is very strong.
well, here's my thing. Here's my thing. The biggest thing right now for coffee is you getting in the region play. You played you played your toughest non-region game against Ware County. All right. Now you got 3 games against 3 Florida teams coming up, and then you jump into region play. It's going your how many teams on this poll in your region right now? 3. It's 3 teams from region 2 on this poll. It's gonna
Yeah.
sort itself out in region play.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's just be
Thomas,
honest. If Coffee County runs through that region, I don't care. I don't see anybody really jumping Milton. I really don't. But
nah.
if you run through that region, you beating the likes of Lee County, Thomas County Central, Hoco, you deserve at least a number 2 spot. I don't have no
Yeah.
problem with you jumping over anybody in this classification, considering that is the toughest region in that classification. But you got to do that. That's a tall order to be doing.
Yeah, that's a black and blue region, man.
Yeah, it is. Mark
But
Allen,
say
what you
that
thinking about? He said he thinking. What about Northside, Mr. Allen? What you thinking? I'm hoping you're not wondering why you're not ranked, baby.
Oh
He
yeah, I
said
already forgot, bro. You
he
forgot.
said he said don't he said don't forget Big Blue.
Yeah, y'all forgot, bro.
Northside struggle with borrowing, bro.
And you didn't answer the question, Mr. Allen. What happened? What happened? Mr. Pace says Mainland Daytona is the Florida 5A champ. We played them in 2 weeks. Mainland Daytona, is that where
Daytona Beach.
Boy, I know that.
Oh.
Is that where the coach from Camden County came from? Because I know he won
this 5A state championship, so Mike.
Yeah, and he was from Daytona. That's why I was asking. Who keep you laughing? Deshaun. Let's see. Cole Moore says yes, that's him. Obadiah says we know Milton is the best team in the state as of now. Come region play, anybody can be beat, and I'm sure we will see some upsets in 5A. We would.
And what? Beat and what? I'm sorry, y'all. I got to steal it from you. Milton gets through their non-region schedule, which they should. Alpharetta coming up next. Blessed Trinity. Who in their region is gonna stop them? Ooh, Chattahoochee, Secklinger, Lanier, Gainesville, Johns Creek, Roswell.
Gainesville might pose a problem.
Man, Gainesville got some nice facilities. That's about it. Roswell finna get ran out the stadium.
I think that would be their biggest that would be their toughest game. I'm not saying that it would.
I think Thursday underestimate Gainesville.
I think Gainesville underestimate Gainesville against Milton.
Well, I'm not necessarily saying against Milton. I'm just basically trying to say Gainesville seem to have a good program.
Okay. Hold on now. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. Milton came in and knocked off 2 big dogs in the nation already this year.
Who did they beat?
Buford and American Heritage. American Heritage out of Florida. So this is what I'm saying. They done got through they 2 toughest games. All they got to do now is stay focused and do not underestimate anybody on your schedule. Just keep playing your ball.
I just put it like this, bro. They had to push a bobsled uphill they first 2 games. Now they on top of that motherfucker just riding down, man. They might hit a little bump. They might hit a little bump with Gainesville, but they smooth sailing all the way down through the playoffs, man.
They done, man. They good. Milton is good.
So so let me read these comments. Jamie says Milton is gonna win 5A. Everyone is playing for second place. Any given day, anybody can be beat. I'm just saying that. Whit, welcome to the podcast, ma'am. She says it's a little early, I think.
I can guarantee you from Thomas County Central.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, and I'm not knocking because, like we said, everybody know anything can happen. I told you, I wouldn't be surprised if Region 2 have 2 teams playing for the state championship, meaning Milton slip up against somebody. But on paper, there's not a team in the state of Georgia that's better than the Milton team right now. Nobody.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
On paper, yeah, and like I said, whoever's number 3 in that region probably has the easiest path to get to the state championship game. Go look at the brackets.
Hoko or coffee.
Yep, any given Friday. That's true.
Colmore.
Chris has a question. Did Milton petition to play down to 5A? Because they did hop from 7A to 5A. They didn't.
And here's the craziest thing. I don't think they did. I think they was put in 5A. We could definitely check the minutes with GHSA and see if they did petition. But they had more players coming into Milton this year than they probably ever had as far as transfers. So ain't no way you gonna tell me that team is smaller than it was last year.
They pillaged Alpharetta, didn't they?
Killed them. And mind you, from Alpharetta school parking lot, you could turn a cartwheel or you sitting at Milton. So it wasn't hard for that to happen. And they took one of the top offensive linemen in the state from Buford.
Which school has 7,000 kids? Was that Collins Hill or Mill Creek? Or?
Collins at one time and Peachtree Ridge one time had them many kids, but I don't think Milton has that many.
Let's see.
Hey, can I comment on Mr. Watkins? On Mr.
You
Wilson?
can, and then I'm gonna
Okay,
welcome Mr. Rich. Go ahead.
Mr. Wilson. I don't know if you watched that game on what did it come on? Was it GPB or ESPN? One of them. But regardless, that was week one. Was bad weather in a lot of areas. So it was the game got delayed for 2 hours because of weather. So it was wet, raining during the game. So the teams really couldn't pass the way they wanted to. Milton could not throw the ball the way they wanted to because of the weather. But what that game did though was it highlighted a sophomore running back that Milton has. And that kid is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Nickel, he did put on a show. He was throwing short passes, short intermediate passes to his receivers, and his receivers were turning those passes into big chunk plays. Buford just could not get it going. Rayola little brother could not get it going. Buford's running game could not get it going. They lucked up and made a play to score a touchdown and got a field goal somewhere along the way. But overall, if it wasn't for the weather, I think Buford would have put up more points on. I mean, Milton would have put up more points on Buford if it wasn't for the weather and the way the game got impacted by the weather.
And you really have to take in consideration, like I tell people a lot of times, when you start talking about matchups, I hate when somebody say, Milton beat Buford by 3 and we beat Buford by 10. That don't mean you can beat Milton. Like Thirst is saying, weather played a factor in that. Milton's strength is a stud of a quarterback, arguably the best in his class, Luke Nickel, and a tight end, arguably the best in his class, and Ethan Barber, who take 5-yard catches at 6'4", 6'5", 200 and some pounds, and just go up and down the field with the ball. A wide receiver that's top in the nation, who can take a 5-yard hitch and turn it into a 80-yard touchdown. So when you take away from that, to have Milton to have enough grit and fortitude to hand this ball off to a sophomore running back, and he make his presence known on a national stage, big ups to Milton and that coaching staff. So thinking you're going to beat Milton when they showed you they're going to take out the toughest team in the state of Georgia, being Buford, and harsh weather, and still pull that victory out, that's grit instead of looking at it as just a 3-point win.
John says weather is a part of the game.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But at the same time, it is part of the game, but it's going to limit what you can do. Say what you want to say, say what you want to say, spend it how you want to spend it. I do not care. At this level, it's going to dictate the coach's play calling. You're not going to throw as much. Under normal circumstances, Luke Nickel's gonna throw the ball 30 times a game.
Yeah.
25 to 30 times a game. But why put your quarterback and your team in a position to either one, turn the ball over, or two, slow your game down to where it benefits the other team? Why do that?
And again, he make a great point. Whether it is part of the game, that's why I said you should be applauding Milton for that 3-point win instead of ragging on him about that, because they showed you that even in tough, severe weather, and we can't use our form of offense, we can't let our number one quarterback run rapid on you. We still can win a game by turning around and handing the ball off to a 10th grader. So again, that shows grit. You can't knock them for that. That's big ups to the coaching staff and that team.
Earl Brooks, welcome to the podcast. He said, I'm a TCC fan, and I agree with y'all about Milton being tough on paper. Yep.
Nah, Milton ain't just tough on paper, dog. If you did not watch the American Heritage game, that American Heritage game gave you a true identity of Milton.
But I understand what you're saying, Mr. Brooks, because that's what Yo just said. They do look good on paper. But, when you line up, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Mr.
Again,
Hunt,
I'm sorry, babe.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying again, I stand on this. from the start of the season, when I saw Milton in 5A, I felt Milton would be tough. When I saw the move-ins that Milton had, I felt like they definitely playing for the championship. Everybody else is second place. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Thomas County Central and Coffee, Lee County and Hoco, somebody from Region 2 playing for the state championship. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing that does happen is those bad games do happen.
They happen. The ball can bounce one way or other, and you have an upset.
Yeah.
Now, here's my thing, though. Here's my question. My question is, football is not a game of athletes. It's a game of matchups. And eventually, we're going to have to figure out and break down and see what team defensively can match up with Milton offensively.
I'll tell you right now, you better have a hell of a linebacker core and a hell of a secondary if you want to match up with that powerhouse there.
Yeah. Now, one thing TCC does have, if they don't have nothing else, they got defense.
Yeah, you got a defensive line. You got a front seven that's strong. I think last year Thomas County Central defense had a stud of a safety. If I'm not remembering, his kid was number 22. Man, hell of a safety. You can pose some problems with that defense. I'm yet to see what their defense looked like this year, but I think Milton would have gave Thomas County Central a problem last year, and that was before the move-ins.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. Let's go on to 7. Let's go on to 7A. Oh yeah, talk is in the building. Thank you guys for listening. Cole says that Valdosta is kind of high for him. And Miss Fennel, welcome. She says Valdosta looks good and they have a great offense.
I agree. We got Valdosta at 5. AJC got them at 9. But when you look at the teams, one thing we do, like I said, no knock on AJC. I don't work for the AJC. I don't know their formula. But a lot of things we do is head-to-head matchups. We look at a team. We do our research. Shakira Thirst, Jessica I, Dro and Mo with their input also. We looking at these teams to see a head-to-head matchup. And just at this point right now, if you look at any of the teams behind them with the offense that Valdosta has been running and what they have and the stud of a quarterback that they have, it'll be tough for a lot of those teams to beat Valdosta. So do it hold up? No, we know that might not be the case because Colquitt and Valdosta is in the same region. Camden, another person in the top 10 on our polls. All of them have to play each other, so it'll work its way out. But just for right now, in the second week, we think Valdosta is where they should be.
Mr. Tallard says, watch out for Douglas County. I agree.
Tick says, against who?
Huh?
Against who?
Watch out for Douglas County.
Oh, well, yeah, they 6A. So, it's wide open in 6A. It's really, right now, from any classification, from single A private all the way up to 6A, I don't see no clear-cut winner in any of those classifications except for 5A.
Mm-hmm. And 5A is so stacked that could very well be. That
could change, yes. But on paper right now, if you look at every team in every classification, right now it's Milton and everybody else. And in any other classification, anybody in the top 10 or outside the top 10 can be hoisting the trophy at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Dwight, welcome. Dwight Parham says, what do you all think about Carrollton's team? Is this the year they win the ship?
They have a good chance.
Great chance.
Okay, I'm going to put it like this. For Carrollton and Douglas County, I'm going to say this. It's championship or bust for those two teams this year.
Well,
hold on. Let me finish. Because with Carrollton, you lose Juju at the end of the season. When the season is over with, Juju is gone in December. You got to remember, Juju reclassified. He's a senior this year. Juju is gone. Douglas County. Yes, you have one of the best receiving rooms in the state of Georgia, hands down. Not debating that. But you only got one ball on the field. So how is that going to affect you going forward when you get into that tougher competition, that more stiff competition that's coming your way? But it's I'm sticking to what I'm saying, and this is my receipt. If I end up being a turtle of the week for saying this, it's championship or bust for both Carrollton and Douglas this year. Because neither team is going to be back in this position again after this season.
Now, real quick, bro, I was trying to interrupt you, not to disagree with you. I certainly agree with what you were saying. The only thing I was going to say is I just don't see Carrollton having that championship pedigree. You know, Carrollton and Douglas both can get in and take a team like Collins Hill, who has surprised a lot of people and moving up. Take a team like Grayson. Like I always said, it's when you have a letdown like Grayson did the first week against Collins Hill, and then you go on the road and beat a tough team, the top team in Alabama and Thompson, like that type of mojo, that type of confidence can push a Grayson, can push a Collins Hill to face a team like Carrollton and Douglas, who should be favored, Buford's, that should be favored. And we saw Grayson do it a year ago or so, upset Buford. So I just see Carrollton not having that championship pedigree. Their coach is a good coach. He's a quarterback whisperer, but he's just not that coach that can push you over. He's not that Justin Rogers that know you got a right at average team, but the way I'm gonna coach them is gonna make them above average. Or that Marquise Westbrook, or that Coach Smith down in Perry. He's not that coach my philosophy. I heard one of my homeboys tell one of my other homeboys who's a coach, he can't coach worth a damn. But what he can do is make a kid not give a what. If they tell that child, I want you to go turn that bus over and snatch the driver up out of it, that's all you want me to do, coach? When you got a coach like that, that's that championship pedigree. He gonna make that kid play with everything in him. And I just don't see Carrollton's coach getting that out of the kids. They always choking. They always coming up in games they should win and losing. So that's why. That's all I want to say. It is championship or bust, but I just don't think they can do it.
Well, we're going to find out November 1st.
Yeah.
And when I say we're going to find out November 1st, they play each other November 1st.
Yeah. Okay. Let me read these couple of more comments. Cole says you can't beat Milton in a shootout.
Great.
Not gonna
happen. We knew what you were saying. He said he was agreeing with y'all. I should have made myself clear. We understood what you were saying, friend. He said I watched Milton and they're good. They have talent at almost every position. What's going on, King Hustle Athletic Training? How you doing? Who you training this week? Cole says you've got to. He said I'll have to see Valdosta play some tougher competition. Okay.
Oh, don't worry, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Cole says this is it for Juju, and that Carrollton has been known to choke.
Agreed.
Dwight says Carrollton plays Parker High out of Birmingham, Alabama in September. I don't know much about Parker High. Are they good? Have y'all heard of them?
I've heard of them.
But it's if it's close to Alabama, Birmingham. Let's see. I've heard of. I'm wondering. Those kids migrate. You know what I'm saying? It might be at Hoover, and then they'll move somewhere else. So that'll be interesting. 6A is definitely tricky, Earl. Miss Leslie says, "Stay tuned. Valdosta is coming for the competition. The talent will speak for itself." All right, that's what I like to hear. And shout out to Coach Felton down there in Valdosta.
Okay.
6A is tricky, but I'm gonna tell you who they might surprise me, but I don't think Buford gets too far.
Oh, okay. Because I was just saying Arabian Mountain ain't 6A, babe.
Hey, it wasn't me. I ain't say it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I just thought that what she was going to say. I'm sorry.
Well, you about to get cut. Do you hear that silence? I can feel the heat coming from her right now. I feel the smoke coming out of her ears and the fire coming out of her eyes. She ready to cut you.
I can throw shots on Mondays and Wednesdays, bro, because she's very. What she is, Shakira, the mute?
very demure, very mindful, very classy on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah,
But
see,
what
I
you
can throw shots then. I just ain't gonna mess with it on Friday, bro.
but here's the thing. I know your telephone number. I can cut you when I get off. But anyway, well, we have hit the 9 o'clock hour, and we sure do thank y'all for hanging out with us. Yes, you're right, Mr. Parham. At the end of the day, Georgia has some of the best high school teams in the country, and just talent. Period. You know,
Definitely.
consider the size of the size of Georgia, right? And then think about all the NFL talent that comes from Georgia, and compare that to Florida and California and Texas and other places. Per capita, Georgia is stocked full of talent. So, yes, you are right. I don't know what's going on in Georgia, but you know, I'm just glad I'm here. So we got anything else tonight, fellas and ladies?
I just want to say one thing, man. Big up to the Perry Panthers for your win last Friday. 3A, anybody in 3A, you better go back and watch that Perry game because Peach County is putting you on notice.
Yeah. Thanks, Cole. We appreciate it. Oh, hi, Mr. Wilkins. So here's the thing. On Mondays and Wednesdays, we come on around 7-ish. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the EP goes live, and he talks about football and makes announcements about the players of the week and stuff like that. And on Fridays, around 11-ish, is the Say It With Your Chest edition of the Friday Night Lights podcast. So on Mondays and Wednesdays, we're very, we try to be as professional as we can be. I mean, we're not stiff because we're not stiff people, but we try to keep everything above board. On Friday nights, say it with your chest. I'm put it like this.
Jay,
Huh?
Say that it's the after the game show on Friday night. / say it with your chest.
Around 11-ish. So what you can do is you can go back on Friday. We talk about the scores from after we talk about the scores after the game, and just go back to the Friday episode. We express ourselves just a little bit more on Friday nights.
So, and that's after the game / say it with your chest.
After the game / say it with your chest. I'm sorry, I just learned about this today. After the game / say it with your chest on Friday nights. But please, y'all make sure that y'all come back and listen to us. We'll be back on Wednesday around 7-ish. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all to all the panel members. Y'all just everybody makes this thing go, and we can't do it without any of you. So thank you so very much. You will see us on Wednesday. Well, no, you can come back to what time should they come back on Tuesday, Mo, to talk with you?
It's gonna be 7 o'clock.
Okay, so 7 o'clock on Tuesdays. You can chop it up with the EP. Okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm sorry. Y'all chop it up with the EP. Mr. Lambert, thank you for coming on. We can talk about those Bears at Burke County. We'll talk about them on Wednesday. We've been on since 7 o'clock, so we're about to head out. But you feel free to re-listen to the show and then come back on Wednesday around 7-ish, and we'll be doing the predictions for the upcoming games. I'm sure you want to know what we think about that Burke versus Benedictine game. So y'all make sure y'all come back. We appreciate you. So you know where we are now. I thank you so much. Come Wednesday at 7. Okay. Well, no, yeah. This show Wednesday at 7. We'll talk about predictions. Okay. Anybody else got anything else to say?
No, ma'am. Great show. Appreciate y'all tuning in and listening to us tell lies and relive our youth.
Like the lie about Arabian Mountain. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Just tune in Wednesday, Chris Pace, for our top 3 game this week. That's when we'll be highlighting some matchups this week and everything. Just tune in on Wednesday. But I can't, reiterate enough, how happy I am that y'all continue to tune in and support the show every week. We really appreciate it. Without y'all, we wouldn't have a podcast. So thank y'all for all, taking out time to hang out with us and put up with us, and we really appreciate
it. Yeah. Wednesday before Bible
And
study.
all I've got is, okay, Ro, you're on the clock. The Bulldogs is coming.
My sis said, tick tock, tick tock.
I know she want to add y'all want to add an MF in there, so we'll wait till Friday night.
She can do that Friday night.
It's coming.
And y'all, again, y'all, if you want to know what the say it with your chest is, just scroll down a little bit on the page so you can listen to the Friday night edition. You'll understand what we're talking about. Mainly, it was me this Friday. They just kind of left me out there, but it was pretty much me this Friday. But next Friday.
Always you.
Okay. So again, good night, guys.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night.
Peace up. A-Town down.